So 115 grams of buckwheat flour, and then 225 grams of all-purpose flour. We're going to whisk those two things together, and then we're going to add 4 eggs that were beaten with about 2 tablespoons of water. Let's go. You can of course mix the ingredients on the counter like in a volcano. I'm not super confident, so I like using a bowl. Just take your time and slowly incorporate the flours. This starts to get harder to whisk with the fork. I'm going to use my hands and probably need it for about 5 minutes. Now, it's time to get messy. Now I'm going to move to the counter. Just going to knead this for about 5 minutes or so, until it's nice and smooth. If you need to add a little bit of flour, it's okay. Spin this over with a stick. So we're going to divide the dough in 4. Okay. We will set 3 of the sides, 3 aside, and then we will start to roll out the piece of dough. This is a pretty hearty pasta shape, or pasta type. So we're going to roll it out a little bit thicker than you probably would normal pasta. So hang on tight. You can also do this with the pasta roller too. That looks pretty good. Should probably go a little thinner than that, but that's pretty good. Perfect. So what I've done here is prep a baking sheet with a little bit of flour, just so as I cut out the pasta, I can lay it on a floured surface so it won't stick, so I can lay it flat. I've also prepped a piece of parchment paper that I've also dusted with flour to help in the process if I need some more space. So I'm going to square up my dough a little bit as best I can, and then make this a fairly pretty edge. It doesn't have to be perfect. What is perfect anyway? So it's not super consistent. The shape is about 2 inches wide and about 2 inches to 2.5 inches long. So they're going to be kind of like these small little rectangles. So that was one sheet of pasta. Now 3 more to go. So I have some water boiling on the stove, and I'm going to set the pasta aside. Just cover it with plastic wrap loosely while I get the rest of the meal prepped. These are good to eat, to cook right away, or you can, let them dry out a little bit and then store them for a couple days later. But we're going to cook them tonight, along with some cabbage and potato. So, see how this goes. I'm going to probably start, just to prep the potatoes real quick, I'm going to slice them in half and set them aside just so I can prep them and get them started. This will help them cook a little bit faster. So for the cabbage, I'm going to first cut it on the head, and I'm gonna just remove the end, just kind of peel through to see if there's any bits of the leaves I don't really want to use. So anything that's kind of yellow or in rough shape, I'm just gonna get rid of. I have some cabbage prepped from the other day, so I'm just gonna use that and throw that in there along with the cabbage as well. I'm going to slice probably in about the same size pieces as I did for the pasta shapes. So, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but just do it to your taste. So we're going to add some olive oil to the pan, just a couple tablespoons. And put the pan on like a medium-high heat. Add the onion. Just gonna let this cook for a few minutes until it just starts to soften. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes. Just give them a little bit of a toss. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to stir again. We're going to add just about a 1/4 cup of stock at first, just to help the potatoes kind of steam a little bit. I want to avoid some burning. And I'm going to cover it Just let it cook for a few minutes. So I took the lid off. The potatoes are, of course, not done yet. I'm just going to add the cabbage now, and then the rest of the liquid, and then cover back up again. Potatoes are tender, so some garlic powder, and some red pepper flakes. And now 3 tablespoons of butter. And a nice handful of Parmesan cheese. And give it a stir. Add the cooked pasta. And toss. Top with some more Parmesan cheese. So good. If you try this, let me know, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.